Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for August 20 through 26. My name is Dawn, and you're with Dawn Williams Tarot. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I saved the very best for last because we're moving into the time of Aquarius, which is an auspicious time for the whole planet, because that means then we have moved up into the fifth dimension, right? And we are creating all this wonderful stuff. So I'm very excited to be reading for you today. I was given guidance this week when I was doing my readings for all of the signs to work with the archangels. And if you're not familiar with the archangels, you don't work with the archangels, then just humor me, and hopefully maybe by the end of your reading, you will see why this may be helpful to you, okay? So the deck that I am using is the Archangel Oracle deck by Diana Cooper. And I'm not really familiar with this deck. I have lots of decks that I have as my favorites, but I was really guided to use this specific deck. I've already shuffled your cards, and the intent behind using the Archangel was to help set the energy for your reading, okay? So I've shuffled everything, and now we're going to grab a card. Oh, wow. Okay, great way to start. Archangel Michael, the badass himself. Lots of people know about Archangel Michael. I mean, he's written about in the Bible. So he's one of the main seven, right? So this is an angel that you're familiar with. He's saying that he wants you to stand in your power this week, and he wants you to be true to yourself. So for me, I use his energy. I call him in every single day, and I ask that he help me navigate my way through any type of situation that is an uncomfortable feeling for me. And what I mean by that is, me by nature, I am not one of those people that like confrontation. And when I'm forced into a position like that, I find myself wanting to freeze up. However, I realized that that was one of the characteristics within my own life that I needed to work on. So I started working with Archangel Michael in that. And what has happened as a result is, over time, here I am putting myself out there, even though I'm an introvert, putting myself out there on YouTube, because I really feel as though Spirit is pushing me out to share the knowledge that I have and to help be a grounder and create a community for us all. Excuse me, but there's somebody out there that's beeping their horn outside my house. Anyway, I want to read the message about him. Even though we may know all about Archangel Michael, there may be some of you that do not know anything about him other than he is an archangel and that he carries the sword, right? So he radiates royal blue light and beams strength, courage, and trust over individuals and humanity as a whole. He shields you with his dark blue cloak of protection, but his aim is to enable you to protect yourself with your own inner power. That's exactly what he said. So he is here to help you strengthen your aura, which is your own personal shield. Archangel Michael is in charge of the throat chakra of humanity. When this center is completely open and awake, you will live in total honor and honesty, and everyone will trust you. You will also be able to communicate telepathically with all sentient beings on this planet and beyond. So it says, for his guidance, Archangel Michael always strengthens you, helps you develop courage, and protects you. Trust him to look after you. However, his higher message for you is about self-reliance. Call on him to boost your resolution so that you can take action with integrity. Hold your own sword of truth and step forward on your ascension path with resolution and valor. It is time to manifest your own reality consciously with the focus and force of your thoughts and your energy. Be a true leader of vision and power and protect those who need it. Stand in your integrity and splendor and let the world see your divine self. You know, I had a couple of thoughts that popped into my mind as I was reading this message about, you know, being your own provider, being your own protector, and using your own sword of truth. And I think about all the stuff that's happening on the planet now, all the dirty laundry that is being forced up for us to look at, for us to witness. And, you know, one of the things that I find very, very interesting is how many people are Trump supporters. And I don't have anything against Trump. I think he was an excellent president. But what I have the problem with is everybody sitting on their butts and just waiting for this man to come back so he can fix it all. And we're at this place, you know, you can listen to the truthers or whatever, but if you really go inside yourself, you will realize that you are the only one that can save yourself. You are the only one that can step into your own power, just like he says and expresses to you. And right now we're in a place in our evolution where you're going to have to pick a side. And right now, my side that I've chosen is for the light. So again, I'm being nudged out here, and believe me, it's taken a lot of courage to get this far. So thank you for being here with me. I appreciate all the support and all the people that are helping me grow to get this message out. Okay, so now I'm going to pull your cards. Oh, the Empress. The Empress is one of my favorite cards. I can't wait to talk about her. The Hanged Man. Okay, so those are two major arcana. This is the Eight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is a great reading. Wow. This ties into everything that he was talking about. So this Empress energy, the Empress in tarot is the divine feminine. And then of course the divine masculine would be the emperor. They go hand in hand. So they're a divine counterpart of one another. But this energy is about prolific creativity. She has her pulse on abundance and prosperity and joy and happiness. She embodies all of those beautiful, loving energies. She's good at expressing what she wants and what she needs. She is kind and she's warm, and she is like the Mother Earth herself. She will just embrace you and keep you safe is basically what she's about. But what this card is telling me, and especially since you've gotten this Archangel Michael card, this card is telling me that you are about to step into some profound, intensive, powerful healing and blessings. This is such a great card. This is you. This is also saying that you are exactly where you need to be. You don't need to figure out where you got to go. The only place that you need to go is within yourself. Own this energy. Become this energy, okay? Because our planet has been ruled, overshadowed, I should say, by the masculine energy for the past 10,000 years, maybe longer, because, you know, we're learning so much of our history was hidden from us. My feeling, it's been masculine energy for quite a long time. And now, as we're starting to clean out the swamp, as Trump says, as we're starting to clean out all the ugly parts of humanity that has been hidden from us, all the, the child trafficking, the sexual trade, all of the stuff that has kept us in this lower vibrational third dimensional reality is now shifting. And your energy, your beautiful Aquarius air energy is needed in this work. So I hope you will embrace this energy and make it yours. The Hanged Man is another major arcana. And normally on the Rider-Waite deck, he has this big, huge golden halo around his head. This specific deck, like everybody that makes decks, make them just slightly a bit different. But he is coming into some type of an epiphany, some kind of an awakening, some type of an awareness. And it all has to do with that spiritual connection, okay? He is upside down, and this is supposed to represent, normally it's the tree of life that he is hanging upside down from. So this energy is saying that there's going to be a slight distraction that's going to try to pull you off of your work or pull you off of your spiritual path this week. And it could just be the mundane, going to work and taking care of your children or whatever it is that you do on a day-to-day. But the other thing is that this pause is needed. This pause is necessary because he's still waiting for this awakening. He's still waiting for this clarity to come in, okay? This is talking about a change of perspective, and it's talking about realigning your heart and your purpose to what your true soul mission is. Why are you here? Why are you in this body? What do you feel is the thing that's tugging you to become the better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, I should say. So this is also about spiritual development. And as he's kind of stuck here, this could represent feeling frustrated because you want to take off and go. But at the same time, he's waiting for some kind of an epiphany. He's waiting for something to come in. And while you're hanging upside down, this gives you an opportunity to really evaluate where in your life do you need to sacrifice outdated beliefs about yourself? What are the things that you've told yourself about yourself that might not even be true? It may be things that you were told as a child and you've just claimed them as your own. So it's a really wonderful opportunity this week for you to look at all of those things, to figure out how you can move forward, right? Think outside the box, move forward, because you've got some beautiful cards coming up here. The Eight of Swords, I know this looks like it's really tricky because she's all bound up and she's got all these swords around her and she's got blindfolds on. But really the swords are representations of how we express with our minds, how we think, what our ideas are, how we come to decisions about things. That is what the swords are about. This card in this reading is your obstacle that you're going to have to come over this next week, or that you're going to be feeling is going to be kind of tying you down. It might make you feel as though you feel helpless. It may feel as though you're kind of got this little bit of the victim mentality going on, or that you're using stories from your past as excuses to stay stuck. So the guidance is, and what I tell people is, she could so easily get out of these binds. All she has to do is rub her little ropes on this sword, specifically right there. And she could cut herself out of this, right? She can work through it. So these are the stories that you are that the monkey brain, right? These are the things that go through your mind, or you feel like you're not good enough, or but what I'm telling you is you are good enough, because Archangel Michael is telling you to step into your power. Use your sword of truth to cut the binds that are preventing you from stepping into your sovereignty, okay? Because that's really, truly where you want to go. So reframe the way that you say some of your old stories, and just realize that even if you've had a really horrible past, or you've had very difficult lessons, it's my feeling that those lessons that we have that are the most difficult, that we have absolutely no idea how we're going to get through them, and yet we always seem to, somehow or another, we seem to get through. Those lessons are the lessons that make us grow the largest, the biggest, the strongest, because, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I mean, that's a horrible saying, to be honest with you, sorry, but that's what came to my mind. But anyway, reframe those stories. Look at those stories. Tear them down. Get a piece of paper, write them down, and say, oh, this happened to me. Do I want to stay a victim? No, you don't want to stay a victim. You want to be sovereign. You want to step into your sovereignty and say, I will not submit. I will not submit to that. I will not submit to anything that is preventing me from being on my path, being a sovereign being, and I just will not submit. So that's what that card is about. The Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. Now, what's amazing is these major arcana cards are the heavy hitters in tarot. Usually that energy comes in and you work with it for a while until you get to a point, right, of ending. So this card is a 10. You can see the 10 up here. 10s are endings. But what this card is, that changes are coming in, a lucky break is coming in. You are cycling through your spiritual and karmic lessons, and you're at a turning point at this point. So you can't control the Wheel of Fortune. No matter what you do, you just have to allow those pieces to come in, evaluate, and then make your decisions as to how you're going to deal with whatever it is that's shown to you. However, this card is telling you that luck is on your side, and when fortune knocks, answer the door. Because what happens next is the Four of Wands. These are all such great cards. So fours in tarot typically have to do with stability and balance. What this card is about is celebrations. This card is about celebrations, or reaching a joyful milestone of some kind. This represents gatherings of joy and happiness. It could represent marriage. It could represent a wedding. It could represent any type of a celebration, graduations, you know, anything that brings people together as kindred souls, kindred spirits, all in the joy of celebrating an event. And that's what this is about. And this card is also about a rapid expansion, and it's also about awakening and moving into a more harmonious state of being, okay? So all of this whole reading has been really awesome. Enjoy the warm vibrations of your celebration, and you will be reaching new levels of consciousness as this week kicks off. Now, the last thing that I want to share is, even though this reading was for this week of August 20 through 26, my guide is telling me, no, this energy is going to spend out for you. So no matter where in this week that you've heard this message, or even if you come to this message after this week, you can still tap into that energy because it's meant for you, Aquarius, to step into your role of sovereignty. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I am high vibing right now. I hope you can feel that energy coming through. I'm so happy for your progression. I'm so happy for what's coming in for you. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope you have some amazing personal epiphanies. Until the next time, take care of you. As always, thank you for being here. Take care.